Well, I hope everybody is doing great. Today I want to explain what is EPS and PE. So the reason is being in my last video I have used this sheet to explain how to calculate the future price of a stock where I have used two different terms EPS and PE. And few of my subscribers commented me that they didn't even know what it means, so they felt really difficult to understand this. I'm really sorry for that. And now I will explain you what is EPS and PE in a very simpler way so that you will have a clear understanding of it. And I hope this will make you understand my previous video. Okay, if you faced any difficulty, I'm really sorry about that. Okay, let's before going into EPS and PE, let's try to understand the relation between the stock price and EPS PE. Okay, so the stock price is nothing but EPS multiplied by P. You might be thinking that I'm explaining the same thing again. I'm not telling what is EPS or PE. Okay, without wasting any time, I'll explain you. EPS is nothing but earning per share. Okay, I'll explain you what it is. P is nothing but price to earnings. Okay, so what it we have a common word here, earnings. Okay, what is earning? Earning is nothing but the profit, whatever the company is making. Okay, what are the money the company is making? That's a profit. So EPS is nothing but earning per share. So profit per share. Okay, whatever the profit the company is making with respect to per share. Say if the company profit is 100 rupees. Okay, usually it won't be 100 rupees, but just a small example I'm explaining you for the complete year. Okay, and the number of shares, say if they have the number of shares also 100. Okay, what will be the EPS here? So EPS is nothing but total profit divided by number of shares. In this case the EPS is nothing but 1. Okay, what we have seen here, that's a last 5 year average EPS. That's fine. I will explain you EPS first, and last 5 year average I have already explained in the previous video that you have to calculate the EPS for last 5 years and take the average. Okay, but here just focus on what is EPS. EPS is nothing but profit divided by number of shares. Okay, so nowadays every information is available online. You really don't have to calculate this EPS manually for any share. Okay, in order to understand that, you can go to moneycontrol.com and search for your favorite stock or whatever the stock you want to find the EPS. Okay, now I have searched HDFC. You can use this box to search it and scroll down. Here you can see the EPS. So the EPS, this is trailing 12-month EPS. Forget about this, just take this number. Okay, 47.86. So that's the EPS. So we'll take this 47.86 for HDFC Bank. Okay, so the EPS is 47.86. Okay, and what is P? Now I think you understand what is EPS. Okay, what is P now? Price to earnings. Whatever the money they are making, we have to compare that against the price. It is trading. So how can you find the stock price? We can find it in money control. Okay, just search the stock name, you will get the price, or just Google it, you will get the price. So current price is 986.95. Okay, so 986.95. Okay, so I have given the formula, that is stock price equal to EPS multiplied by P. Okay, now we have EPS and P. EPS and the price, sorry, EPS and the price, EPS and the stock price. If you need P, this formula will change like this: P equal to stock price divided by EPS. Okay, this is a small mathematical formula. Okay, so in order to get the PE, what we have to do here? The price divided by EPS. So it is 20.6. So that's how the PE is getting calculated. So based on this EPS movement and the price movement, the EPS will change once in a year. Okay. And the price can change daily. So based on the price movement, this PE will vary. Say tomorrow if the stock price is going to trade at 1000 rupees, the PE will become 20.89, almost 20.9. Okay. And if it goes to 800, PE will change to 16. This is how the PE will change. PE will change daily. PE and price. Okay. So we can use PE and EPS to calculate the price. So if you multiply EPS and PE, you will get the price. So it is vice versa. So this is how this is nothing but EPS and PE. Okay, this is how you can calculate EPS PE manually. Nowadays you really don't have to calculate anything manually. Everything is available online. If you go there in Money Control, see, you will have everything. You will have PE, you have EPS readily available. Okay, you don't have to manually calculate. But now I hope it would have given you some idea on what is EPS and PE. And here I have explained one more thing. Okay, I think I will take this opportunity to explain that concept as well. I think now you are clear with EPS and PE. Okay, if and now you understand what is industry PE. There is something called industry PE. So this is a banking stock, right? So like that, they take all the bank stocks PE. They take the average. So that average comes around 20.13. I think this is for last week. If we check now, it is 23.87. So this stock PE is nothing but 20.63, and industry PE is 23.87. So this stock is trading below the industry PE. Okay, this time you may consider buying the stock, but again, this is not a recommendation. This is not the only way to decide whether you have to buy or sell the stock. There are a lot of other factors you have to check. Okay, but in case if you did all the analysis, you find the stock is good according to you, you can see this is one of the parameter to decide when can we buy the stock. But again, I'm telling, this is not the only parameter, and also this is not a recommendation for the stock. Okay, I hope now you can understand what is EPS and PE. If you still have any question, please feel free to post it in the comment section. I will try to respond as soon as possible. If you like this content, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video soon. Bye.